today with Phil Treadwell. Phil, you are with M1 Academy. You're the founder, you're a mindset coach. I got to know though, how did you get into the mortgage industry? Where did you find kind of this niche that you're in?
So I, in college, was a store manager for Blockbuster Video. That was kind of my claim to fame. And thought I was going to go to retail management. Didn't like the hours, so I started doing a little bit of sales. But my dad was a builder, and I thought I was wanting to take over his company, but he really wanted me to see what else is out there before I decided to do construction for 40 years. And I answered a newspaper ad. They were looking for someone with sales and management experience. I had both. I didn't know it was a mortgage company, but a 30-minute interview turned into about a 3-hour conversation. And I remember the owner of the company at the time said, if you decide to do this, you're going to look back at this conversation one day and cuss me, because once you get in the mortgage business, it's really tough to get out of it. And here I am 20 years later.
Wow, that's incredible. So, what did you parlay your experience in the mortgage industry into being a mindset coach?
So I think mindset is the most important thing that's going to make people successful. It's not the only thing, but it's the thing we have to focus on the most. Mindset is how we show up. Ed Milet says it's in sales, we don't need to get people to believe what we're saying. We need to get people to believe we believe what we're saying. And that's a mindset thing. Our mindset controls our attitude and our actions. Those are the only two things that we can control. We can't control the market. We can't control our clients. We sure can't control our partners. What we can control is what we do and how we respond to things. That's a mindset thing. So tactics are important, but our tactics are only as good as the mindset we have in using them. We have to have a growth mindset and understand where we're going and what we're doing. And we have to understand, how do we turn that into action so that we actually achieve our goals?
Oh, absolutely. Being that we're in such an interesting market right now, it's hard for people to stay motivated. It's hard to keep your spirits up. But what do you tell people who are going through the motions day in and day out right now? What's your advice to them?
Yeah, it's a great question. There's a difference between motivation and drive. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, but drive is going out and taking action regardless of whether you feel like it or not. And the way that we create drive is first understanding why we do what we do. Why are we in this business? What are we trying to accomplish? What happens to us early in life that either happened to us or didn't happen to us, something we learned or didn't learn, that creates us passion about what we're doing? And how does that create our unique value offer? And the other part of it is understanding our North Star. What's the ideal version of us? I heard a quote that the definition of hell is meeting the person that they might have become. Well, I say, heck with that. Let's figure out who that person is. Let's figure out what's the big goal. Let's reverse engineer that into milestones and create some short-term goals. And if you understand why you do what you do and where it is that you're going, you now have a drive to go out and do it every day. Motivation is great. It makes us feel good. It makes us excited to go do something, but that comes and goes. And drive sticks with us. It's something deeper than just how we feel in that moment.
How do you help people establish what their why is? That is such a profound question and something that everyone needs to discover within themselves. How do you help people find that?
It's a simple conversation, like I said, of typically if their parents were really good with their finances and they learned how to build wealth, maybe they had rental properties, maybe they saved money, that created a desire within them that they did that for themselves and they want to show other people. Or just the opposite. Maybe their parents were terrible with money and they had to figure out how to do it on their own. And so they're passionate about showing other people because they weren't taught that themselves. Typically something happened to us or didn't happen to us that has created who we are as a person. And then why are we passionate about doing this thing? Most people that are good salespeople, good marketers, good relationship people, they can go do a lot of different industries, but there's something that drove them here, that kept them here. And it's not just because of the income opportunities. Hey, that's great. But if your why is simply about making money, when you're not making money, you'll go do something else. So for people that are sticking around and trying to build their business and they're going through that grind and they're still trying to better themselves, there's a reason why they're here. So it's a series of just asking questions about what they are passionate about. Why are they in this industry? What gets them most excited when they talk to a client, to a partner, and really understanding the background of where they came from So we can take that why and turn that into a unique value offer. A unique value offer is not something that no one else can do. It's how you do what you do in a unique way. If you have a story and that you use that story to frame how you're a mortgage advisor and how you help people create strategies, that in turn is unique. That in turn is what's going to create relationships for people.
Bill, you are so giving with your time. You have your podcast that you put out there for free. Anyone can listen to it. Thank you for doing that. It's something that I've recently discovered myself and have been unbelievably impressed with. So, thank you for that. I know we're going to continue this conversation.